Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears of War video. Today we're going to be discussing the end of Gears Esports announced and what does it mean for the future in Gears of War. The Gears of War franchise has always been a staple competitive shooter in the console side of esports, skyrocketing to the top of MLG in the early 2000s during its original inception, what some would call still to this day the pinnacle of Gears of War competitive. Epic Games' last-minute multiplayer add-on to the original Gears of War game released in 2006 would go on to inspire the birth of a competitive and online passionate community that would triumph in Halo as the most played game on Xbox Live. A fast-paced third-person shooter, Gears of War was incomparable to anything from the same genre and thrived thanks to its unique and simple gameplay style, including the Nasher shotgun fights and the wall-bouncing mechanical movement. Now, despite the huge success that the original Gears of War trilogy did have, unfortunately, the series failed to build on its strengths and suffered a premature death in the esport world, as Epic Games had favored a change in core gameplay direction, favoring long-range assault rifles and very defensive tactics, which made for a very dull viewing experience, while at the same time, Call of Duty was just making and beginning its esports takeover. With Microsoft acquiring the Gears of War franchise in 2014 and having the Coalition, a new developer studio, becoming the new forever home to the Gears franchise, Microsoft began to invest in TC's concept of an established Gears of War Pro League and open bracket LAN events, which saw interest and excitement peak for the Gears of War esports scene. Fast forward 8 years later and the Coalition studio has released and supported 3 Gears titles in esports across Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Gears of War 4 and Gears 5, hosting many online and LAN tournaments with prize pools into the millions of dollars. However, it seems like everything must come to an end at some point, as this will be the final Gears 5 competitive season, with the Coalition studio announcing officially the end of Gears of War Esports by sharing the following. Today, the Coalition is announcing that this will be the final season of Gears Esports. Program update. After 2.5 years of near constant Gears 5 action, today the Coalition is announcing that this will be the final season of Gears Esports, as we do shift our focus to future projects. This marks the culmination of several years of Gears Esports competitive across multiple titles, with thousands of players competing in hundreds of events across the world. While the global pandemic cut short our plans for live events, we're proud that through the support of our community and partners, we've been able to successfully continue the program throughout the last 2 years. As we announced last year, the Coalition studio is working hard on the future of Gears, but we won't be talking about that anytime soon. Make sure to stay connected with Gears of War on Twitter for future announcements. In the meantime though, we have lots going on this season with the spring and summer majors, female tournaments, and of course more watch and win rewards. We'll also be using the coming weeks to celebrate Gears Esports and look back on some of the great moments we've had together over the years. Finally, we'd like to thank everybody in the community who has played, watched, cheered, worked, or supported Gears Esports. We've had fun and we hope you have too. Now, this is something that I actually didn't expect to see whatsoever. I knew due to the worldwide events over the last few years or so that Gears Esports definitely took a major hit without the excitement from hosting the in-person LAN events. But I actually never expected the announcement of Gears Esports officially coming to an end. So with the news in 2022 this year so far that both Gears 5 content support ended in January and now Gears Esports support is ending with the Summer Major Tournament in June, what does this mean for Gears of War as an IP and the future of the Gears franchise? For me personally, it just makes it feel like the next iteration in the Gears of War series with Gears 6 is going to be many years away. As I did mention in my What to Expect for Gears 6 2022 video, that it is very likely the release date is going to be either 2024 or 2025 at the bare minimum, giving us maybe a 5 to 6 year break between the launch of Gears 5 and the release of a brand new Gears of War game. As TC themselves have just mentioned in their Gears Esports program update, the Coalition studio is working hard on the future of the Gears franchise, so we do know something is in development behind the scenes, possibly even being multiple Gears games, as TC did confirm last year as well, that they are working on multiple titles and projects. It also makes it sound like the waiting game is only going to continue and get harder, with maybe even a Gears of War game announcement not even coming later this year, which is a bit rough for us because it's been the same amount of time between every Gears of War game of the past ever, and we're still waiting on that Gears 6 initial announcement. It's going to be a long, tough road ahead of us for Gears fans. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. What is your guys' opinion on TC announcing the end of Gears Esports? And what does the future for Gears of War look like going forward? Despite these recent announcements from the Croatian studio, as Gears of War truly enters a quiet hibernation limbo stage, I'm going to do my very best indeed to help keep the Gears of War dream alive with regular YouTube Gears video content here, and of course Twitch Gears live streaming content over there to the best that I can. I truly appreciate all of the amazing support and help from you guys here by watching the YouTube videos, as well as also a massive shout out to everybody who's been watching, subscribing and donating over on my Twitch live streams. It really does go a long way in helping me keep the ability to continue pursuing and pushing Gears of War content for you guys full time going forward for the video game series that we all love. So there you have it guys, full details on the end of Gears Esports and what does it mean for the future of Gears of War. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and as always I shall see you in the next one.